Hi, I am Pavandeep Kaur and this is ITECH-3101 and my student ID is 30361145. And for this course, I'm going to present the presentation about business analytics and decision support system. The introduction to this presentation. Introduction to this presentation is that the learning journey that I have learned a lot during this course, and I have done so many activities while working on this course. And the first is online test and quiz, where I have performed activities based on lecture information, and it was nearly about the summary of each week, which the activities I performed in test and quiz. And it was helpful to know the information that we can grab idea of each week lecture. The second is business analytics and decision support. The business analytics and decision support is helpful and very helpful for any organization to grow their business effectively. And business analytics useful in businesses for data analytics, data mining, and text minings, and web analytics based on predictive analysis. And prescriptive analysis helps to make automated decisions for any organization's business. And this other is weekly activities on the based on SAS and Tableau softwares, where I have done some coding and queries to run the raw data, and as an outcome I got the data in an visualization form. And I had great experience while working on that two tools as well. And the last is assignments. I have done 2 assignments for this course, where in the first assignment I have done all week activities. I have joined in one professional report and the outcomes of each activity. And in the second assignment, it is just about the business analytics and decision support report, in which I have discussed about my learning journey, emerging technologies, as well as I have discussed one case study and the reflection what I have learned from this course. And the weekly projects. If I talk about the weekly projects, as I've said, I have done many activities during this course, which introduced me with SAS Studio tools and Tableau Reader and Public tools. In these 2 softwares, I have performed some activities based on coding and programming that I have done, and I have put the data in a raw form, and I got the results in coding or like in map via coding. I have done the results in maps, models, or in the chart form or in the tables form. It means it was the data of visualization, that the data visualization helps us to grab the idea about any raw information in very easy way, and we can just remind that data for long term. And the last is quiz and test. In the quizzes and tests, I have done these tests based on our each week lectures, and it was good to know about the theoretical work that we have done in quiz and test. And the second is challenges. Obviously, there is some challenges when we do any work. So I have also faced some challenges while working on the activities on each week. The first is SAS. In this SAS, I have faced the issue of data storing, because when we perform any task on SAS, we cannot straight away save our data. So when we just simply close that software, or by mistake we close the software, all our data just gone away. But I was working on that software first time, so I just faced it a bit challenging, because we have to perform all the coding again, and while doing coding there was some errors. If there is any bit small error, we will not get a desired result. So it was the bit challenging for me. And the second, for the Tableau softwares. For the Tableau softwares, I find the issues about dashboard and about that features that I was not being familiar with that in the starting. I was working on Tableau, because all the features on Tableau we need to drag and then we can apply on our project, which I face bit challenging. But obviously there was some solutions for that, as long as I was working on SAS and Tableau Reader and Public. For the SAS, we can save the data on our virtual box. When we close the software, we can just simply store the data or save the data on virtual box, and we can store the data in SAS library or tasks. The second is about coding errors. So there is one feature in the SAS which is called as outcomes, in which we can see any errors we have done in our coding. And it also gives us the specific line, like in which line you have done wrong coding, and we can just simply check that line and we can correct our coding and we can get the result whatever we want. And while using the Tableau software, I found it a bit familiar and easy because I was using these two tools first time. So first in the first week, I faced both the softwares very challenging, but as long as I was working on both tools, it was a bit familiar and easy to use, and I find both tools very helpful. That's second is cloud emerging technologies. So the cloud computing is a very effective tool that all the businesses and everyone is using nowadays, because cloud computing helps us to store our data for long term on cloud with security and reliability, and we can access that data anywhere on any device or at any time. So if we talk about the cloud business intelligence applications, it can be facilitated on internet, and it provides us the business intelligence related information about business analytics, KPIs, and dashboards. And many companies nowadays moving to clouds because it provides many tools like customer relationship management, online file cooperation, and the help desk and data mining to help for decision support systems, as well as their users. They can store huge amount of information on cloud based on good quality of data, and it cloud business intelligence utilization can be done on any internet devices, and any of the organization just need to pay whatever they are using from cloud. If their business is going down, they can just minimize the capacity of the cloud, and if they are doing well with their business or their business is growing very effectively and efficiently, they can just enlarge the storage capacity of cloud and they can store the data for long term on cloud. And it also improves the reliability and security, because on cloud only few people or the authorized people can access any information, or employees of company can authorize the data, which is secure to use, as well as it helps to take decision support system as well, because in the businesses it has the ability to incorporate data analytics and data mining according to the desires of their clients or users. And many companies nowadays progressively moving on clouds because it is giving them big and good quality of data, and because nowadays when the organization are getting more data on their daily basis, so they can just simply store that huge amount of data on cloud in a very simple way. And it also provides us the data in one centralization location, or if anything bad happens or any case of any mishappening, they can just simply transfer their data on any other system, so without losing any data. And it also helps business for data mining and data analytics, because they can modify their information according to the desires of their users. And the reflection, if we talk about the reflection, I have learned quite a lot from this course, and the big and major learning from this course for me was the data visualization, which I have learned from two tools. The one is SAS Studio and the second is Tableau software. So I have learned about data visualization from that two tools, that we can simply transfer or import our data on that two tools, and we can get the data in charts form, map form, or in table form, because with the help of data visualization we can easily grab the idea out of any large amount of information, and we can remember that data for long term. And as well as it will also be very helpful in future, because in future we can, when we have to work in any organization, we can import our data in visualization form, which is easy to explain and easy for others to make understanding about our data. So that was my presentation on business analytics and decision support. I hope you guys like it. Thank you so much.